Hey guys, so long story short, something broke on YouTube and I've been streaming to no one for the last half an hour. So hopefully you guys are there now, or I'm here now, you guys were already there. Thanks to everyone that's already been hanging around in chat for the last 20 minutes. I thought the conversation was a little bit weird between the chat and everyone else, but man, sorry about that, guys. I've literally been doing the Project Cars 2 career mode on my own to no one for the last half an hour. That was a really good use of my time and your time. So right, yeah, hi guys. Basically, I was going to be doing a Dirt Rally 2.0 stream tonight. I downloaded the new updated version with the updated force feedback, expecting to give it a go. And I've got no force feedback at all. I don't know if anyone else has given it a try yet, whether it's just isolated to me or whether it's an issue with the whether it's just an OSW problem. Hopefully it works for everyone else, but I have literally no force feedback in Dirt Rally. So I thought, you know what? Let's give Project Cars 2 a go. I haven't done that for ages. Project Cars 2 career mode's a bit of fun. So I'm going to create a new guy, a new me. I'm just going to keep it to a sensible me-like name as well, because otherwise it's just going to descend into chaos. I'm going to do Project Cars 2 career mode. I'm going to start with the Ginetta. I've already explained all of this once, but you know no one was there, so. Oh yeah, I'm going to do the Ginetta because I don't really like the karts in Project Cars. So, hey boats, yeah, sorry I explained to you that you didn't miss the stream earlier, but again wasn't on. So, oh, random call signs done a video on it. Oh, so at least it works for someone. That's good. I haven't had a chance to have a look around yet. So, I mean, they seem pretty confident that it's improved. They say, you know, they're talking the talk about having listened to the community, and you know. So I have high hopes, but yeah, just I can't do anything to get it to work. I might have to just completely uninstall it and reinstall it, but I didn't have time for that tonight. So what I'm going to try and do, and I don't think I can, is set the difficulty, because we're going to go for the Viper-y Stripes car, because why wouldn't you? I'm going to sign a contract without reading it, of course. What's the worst that could happen? Skip through all the... Yes, I know I've bought DLC. Right, can I change the difficulty before I get started? Yes. Right, 100's fine to start with. I haven't tried the 355 challenge, dude. It's actually a... I'm a big fan of it in real life. Of all the challenge cars, I was a big fan of the 360 challenge as well. That sort of replaced it. But the rig is a SimLabs Evo. It's really good. Love it. It's great. It's a Sparco R1 seat. I think it's a sports seat rather than a full bucket, so you can recline it and move it and stuff. So what am I doing? I'm just hitting stuff. Right. Okay. So let's get on with this. So Oulton Park, Ginetta G40. Having just done the race, I feel reasonably well prepared for it. Just before I put the stream actually on properly, I was doing Knock Hill in the wet, and that was a bit more. That was a bit more concerning. Oh, I'm getting confused between my various mice. It's got enough fuel. I'm going to skip straight to the race, guys, because this is going to be... Yeah, I don't need 45 laps of fuel, that's for sure. Uh, 10, 12, that'll be fine. Yeah, save it. Go, go, go! Oh, I think I have to go out and then come back to the pits, don't I, to skip? Yeah. Yeah, I haven't tried the 3... Well, I haven't tried Project Cars 2 on the controller at all, which... actually, that's an interesting idea. I should probably give that a go. I remember reading somewhere that the setups were or at least the default setups were sort of done with the controller in mind. So return to pit box, skip to end. Right, we're just going to skip in and start from the back of the grid, because why not?
It's the first race of your career. Enjoy the ride and bring it home.
So yeah, as I said, I already did this. Race once today by accident. But it was set to 60 difficulty, which is apparently default. So that was a bit easier. So I'll try it out and see what Classic Turn 1 AI. Steering ratios are weird in project cars. When I reinstalled it earlier, oh, it's the full. Oh, okay. When I did this earlier, it was just the national track. I was not expecting to turn left though. I wasn't expecting to turn right there either, so this is all news to me. Yeah, I tried I threw the Audi R8 on around the Ginetta safety mode, just because it was just fancy it, to be honest. And I found that I was having to turn the car a lot more than I was sort of expected to for a prototype. I'm too quiet. Oh, sorry, Mark. I'll pull the mic closer. That's the easiest way to solve that. I'm glad it's the full version of. Came in a shallow angle there to be carrying that sort of speed. Yeah, I'm glad it's the full version. It's not the full version. It's whatever version this is. Sorry, Keith. Is that better? I can turn the volume down in the options and see if that improves it. I set the levels with a Assetto Corsa last time. I think Project Cars is just generally a bit louder. Are those audio levels any better, or do I need to turn down the game? Oh, doing badly. Any news on the United Racing Design M8? No. I think one of the guys from URD's in the chat, actually, I saw earlier, but I think that the model's done. It's been done for a little while, and I think they're just waiting on the physics. At the moment, the only rim I've got for the OSW is the SRC Sim Racing Coach GT1 wheel, which is based on a sort of Momo Mod 30 type wheel with a button box. I did a review on it. So yeah, I'll turn the game down. You're right.
7 minutes.
Can I do that mid-session? Yeah. Right, where did I leave this?
To go.
Hopefully in a straight line somewhere. There we go, guys. Is that a little bit better, audio-wise? Might actually have to start concentrating on the driving a little bit here. With it on accidental 60% that it started with, it was a bit more straightforward, it has to be said.
The driver in front increased the gap to 3 seconds, but you're still very, very close. Keep pushing on him, keep pushing.
I do really enjoy this car, actually. Project Cars 2 has been one of those games where, yeah, I've always sort of thought some of the cars are good, some of them are
That's
bad.
your best first sector so far. Great
I
job.
do not know this version of the circuit at all. Look at this version from this bit from iRacing, but yeah, this car's nice. It's floaty. Feels like you have to work it and drive it a bit. I prefer a little bit more feel out of the front end, but while it's not quite got the same sort of feedback you get from some of the other sims. You know, you can see, other than my inability to pick a braking point for the final turn.
5 minutes to go.
Yeah, I think you're right. Fun to drive is probably the right word. I don't know if it's fun's definitely the right word. It feels really fast actually for a car with 100 brake or something, isn't it? You know what? I don't think I have tried the. I did try the IndyCar a long time ago. But still got to get a braking point for that corner. I keep expecting it to go around to the sort of normal hairpin there. Knock another 10 to 15% off the game. Well, yeah, we'll do, Steve.
Come on, let's make this happen.
What's going on with the AI there? What's my favourite track? That's a difficult one. I think to drive, it changes a lot. I really like Mid-Ohio actually. I think it's a driving track, Mid-Ohio. There's not a great version for Assetto Corsa, sadly. But, in fact, there's not a great version for R-Factor, but that doesn't normally stop me. The AI are on 100% at the moment. I might need to turn them up a bit. Because I'm driving particularly badly, and now I've sort of caught up from my earlier mistake. It's proving a bit straightforward. You can see they're braking a little bit earlier than necessary and doing some weird things with corner.
3 minutes remaining.
I feel like I should be taking a late apex like that there. With or without the chicane? Without normally, to be honest. It's I don't think it really, for me, it doesn't add a lot. Yeah, I think it's a track with a really good flow to it. If anyone saw the IMSA race there last weekend, it was just, it was probably the weekend before now, wasn't it? It was just absolutely magic. Quality racing through
2 minutes to go.
all three classes as well. I think still on the outside. Yeah, I think the lead changed in the prototype class like 3 or 4 times during the race. Same with GTEs and GTDs. I was swapping the lead and that sort of thing. So it's not such a surprise, but. I'm enjoying the career mode so far. I haven't really got a bit distracted and decided to well, obviously I thought I was on the version of the circuit that goes right there. Thoughts on Race Room? Tom, yeah, I think Race Room's great. I think it's one of those sims that's just getting better and better and better as time progresses. Yeah, streaming's very new to me, Drum. That's That's no secret. This is my second stream, so I'm getting a bit focused on the chat more than getting a bit more focused on the chat than I am on the racing, which is probably not the right way to do it, but also my driving standards are on a sort of Maldonado-esque level at the moment, which is very much not my normal scene. I just want to sort of catch up from those mistakes.
This is your last lap. If you leave the door open, get past him.
Right, one more lap. Quite got the hang of the trail braking on this car yet. In fact, someone just said in the chat that they're struggling to feel the braking. Oh, yeah, I do as well. That was more of a not expecting the AI to brake there sort of thing.
That's 7th place. We're still working up.
Maldonado is a winner again these days. You're not wrong. But I did watch him drop it at club in the WEC practice session last year at Silverstone. That was good fun. Hey Rhino, how's it going, man?
If you've got anything left in the tank, now it's time to use it. Push as hard as you can.
So yeah, so for anyone that's joined a bit late, I was supposed to be streaming some Dirt Rally 2 tonight, but the new force feedback update broke my force feedback completely. So here I am doing some Project Cars 2 career, which, based on one race, I've really enjoyed. Although a couple of pretty stupid mistakes. Oh, what? When it sounds like you've locked up, there's actually more. So you're saying the audio file for the tyre lockup happens before you reach sort of the braking threshold. That's a bit weird, man. Yeah, I'll turn down the game audio a bit more. I'll do that now, guys. I've impressed the manufacturer. I didn't even look at where I finished. 4th. Oh, that was not too bad, given that I wasn't doing a great job. Right. What was I doing? I was turning down the game audio. I don't think I can do that from in here. So let's jump into a session. I like that it's randomizing the tracks in this. I didn't realize it did that. So when I started this up before, it did not kill, which isn't a track I know particularly. Well, I don't know Snetterton all that well either, so this will be interesting. Right, audio. Someone said 15%, so yeah, let's give it 15 clicks. So,
Go, go, go.
Ah, fog. It's better than rain. Hey, CB.
Okay, nice and steady on the outlap. Warm the tyres up and get the brakes up to temperature.
Right. Let's learn Snetterton then. What are you doing? sort of works itself out. This is all familiar, but not familiar enough. Whereabouts in the UK? I'm quite near Woking in the south-west of London. Man, this is a corner. I like that. Spoke too soon, right? Right, so if you guys can just call out which way the next corner goes. I mean, there's only like a sort of 10-second lag on the chat, so that should be fine. Yeah, near McLaren. I'm actually on the sort of Surrey, Hampshire, Berkshire border where they all sort of intersect. I'm about 5 miles from Woking, but racing people always know that Woking, so it's usually easier to just say, hey Josh. Oh, yeah, I'll be at Porricard, man. Maybe you can teach me to drive. Are you qualifying in the silvers then? I noticed your name wasn't on the list. Let's follow the AI around for a lap so I can learn this. Yeah, man, the wheel I tested, I had to send it back to the manufacturer so Jimmy could have it. Yeah, I did offer to send it on to him, but I think they were worried I was going to put like a dead rat in it or something. No, the guy at Precision Sim Engineering's like super professional. He would have like deep cleaned it, sent it out as though wrapped it back up in the sort of factory fresh plastic and sent it out as though it was new. Josh, you're going ham again. Well, we'll see you in the finals then, shall we? Sort of got to remind myself that I'm sort of trying to follow this guy so I can learn the track rather than racing. Worked out where to brake for the left-hander yet. How do I find the GT1 Evo? Yeah, literally no, not quite no complaints about it. The arm for the shifter has got a little bit of movement in it, which I overcooked that a bit. Yeah, you can sort of wobble it around a little bit. You wouldn't notice it if you're just using like a Fanatec or a Thrustmaster shifter. If you've got something a bit more industrial, then you might have problems with it. I mean, I'm using it with the Thrustmaster handbrake, which has got a big long lever on it, and using it in sequential mode, it puts a fair amount of sort of torque through it, and it doesn't move it around in a noticeable way. It's just annoying because the rest of it's so really well put together and really solid. I mean, for the price, I really struggle to think of a rig that's better. it handle the OSW without any flex? Yeah. Yeah, no, mine's fine. Although I did get an email from a guy the other day who said that he had flex in his. And that could I confirm that what I'd said in my review was true and that it handled the OSW fine. And yeah, you know, I've had this for when did I get it? I think Richard sent it out in January, so yeah, I've had it sort of 4 months or so, and you know, there's nothing's come loose. Yeah, the P1 rig adds a support pillar underneath it, which is what I'm going to do with the... I'm going to get a bit of 80/20 profile and just add it underneath. It feels too fast to be the Ginetta Junior. I'm confusing myself as to what's going on. Maybe I did do the GT5. I'll check when I come out. I'm sure someone that was paying more attention to me than will know what I'm actually driving. Well, that isn't how you do that. Go on, let's see how far off the pace I am. We are on the back of the AI pace. That's, you know what, that's good enough for me. Let's get it into the race. I'm doing the GT5, am I? I thought I was doing the Ginetta Junior. Shows, oh, it is the Ginetta GT5 Championship. God. I thought you had to start in the juniors. You see, I'm completely all at sea with Project Cars 2. Yeah, you're right. The second gear is really long in the junior. I thought it felt different. Oh, paying so much attention. I'm on a 1080 Ti, which is gently toasting my right arm at the moment. I'm going to need to move that for the summer because it's going to start to get uncomfortable when the temperatures come up.
Go, go, go.
Let's skip that and just start. What is it that puts me off racing Project Cars 2 more? To be honest, because of what I do and the stupid YouTube thing and all of the other stuff that goes with it, I tend to end up having to drive what's new. So yeah, because Project Cars 2 basically came out and then it had its 4 DLC things, I picked it up when those things came out and then got dragged away to other things. But you know, as other people have said in the chat, there are limitations and frustrations about Project Cars 2. It took me 6 months to even get it playable on my setup without it crashing. You know, it's just it's a frustrating title in a number of ways that I don't really want to get into here because I'm enjoying this. So it's very slow off the line there. Just it's all fine. Yeah, I think, you know, to quote Jimmy, something he said that I thoroughly agree with about Project Cars is when it's right, when it gets it right, it's absolutely brilliant. And when you get a great car on a great circuit and you get something like this where the atmospheric conditions just look absolutely stunning, it's hard to beat. But there are also so many cars where the stock setup, for example, is just undrivably bad, which makes getting into the game to start with incredibly frustrating. And even when you do fix the setup, there are some weird handling quirks, you know, as others have said. I don't want to... Oof. It's a touring car track. I'm going to drive it like a touring car. Yeah, I have the wheel, I have the screen down right below the wheel, so it's pretty much lining up perfectly with the wheel on the screen at the moment. It's a tight. The on-screen wheel is, you know, a few centimeters higher. I could bring the seat height up in the car to match it, but then I'd be looking through the top of the sun visor there, so no real advantage. Yeah, and I agree. I think you're right. There are combinations that are good and bad in all sims. It's just, I found it harder to pick out
You're up to 6th place. Keep pushing. You're catching.
the better ones in Project Cars. Less said about that, the better. Haven't quite worked out how to approach this last corner. It needs to be a later apex, but even applying the brakes smoothly, I can't get it to stop ploughing through there. And 4X, yeah, and the rest. Yeah, my main... someone mentioned it in the chat earlier, and I apologise for forgetting who it was. I struggle with threshold braking in Project Cars more so than I do with other sims. I'm sure if I spend more time in it, I'd get used to it. But I can usually jump between the other sims and sort of know what the car's doing with a bit more with a bit more ease than I can in this. That might just be this car. Because honestly, I don't think I'm not sure I've really driven Project Cars since not properly in anger, since the Spirit at Le Mans DLC. I thought I was on the loose setup, to be honest. But I think we've proven that my ability to read what's on the screen and recall that information is pretty limited in this set of circumstances. So I wouldn't take that as gospel. Yeah, I love VR in Project Cars too. It was one of the reasons I bought a Rift in the first place. Hey Doxer, oh thanks man for the £5. That's amazing. Just try the RSS Formula Hybrid 19 around Cabwell. Oh, that's brave. Still, probably about the same as the Zandvoort Grand Prix is going to be next year. So.
Great stuff. That's the fastest second sector.
Yeah, no, I love. Project Cars 2 was great in VR. I don't do VR stuff on the channel anymore because I've got to learn how to get the final corner right here. Yeah, I don't do VR stuff on the channel because honestly, like a third of the people complain about not liking how it looks, getting motion sickness, it being too shaky, things like that. And to be honest with you, you know, I've looked at it and I think I've probably got like one of the more stable VR pictures as well, so I just used to get lots of complaints. Also, you run into sort of performance issues when you're trying to, well, not performance issues, you run into graphic issues, because I like to do my videos in 1440p, which means you're upscaling like a 900 or, no, it's a 1080 pixel image on the left, isn't it? Yeah, you're upscaling quite a small image to 25, 60 pixels wide, so it looks kind of rubbish there as well. Sort of feel like I might need to turn the AI up a bit more, because I don't think I could be accused of knowing the track particularly well, and I'm still speaking too soon is what I'm doing. I haven't tried the Skippy and AC yet.
3 minutes to go.
Who's made it? I saw I think Mike Sim Racing 604 did a video on it. I think it was him I saw earlier. Hello Gluten Free, how you doing, buddy? I'm driving a Ginetta that I thought was a different Ginetta, but it's actually a different Ginetta. Yeah. No, I haven't tried the Skip Barber. Who made it? Obviously really like it in iRacing, because it's illegal to not like it in iRacing.
You've extended your lead to 3 seconds. Good job. Keep pushing.
How long is this race? I think they're only 9 minutes, or... Mind you, I'm doing a different championship than I thought it was, so all bets are off. Oh, it's a new guy with his first mod. Oh, that's cool. So it's definitely an original, not a conversion. So that's good. It's sort of on my I need to look at it next week list. Right after learning how Turn 1 goes at Snetterton. Turn 2 is probably on that list as well, by the looks of things. Hey Sim Racing World, how you doing, man? Yeah, I'm good. Just rediscovering Project Cars 2 at the moment.
1 minute to go.
Oh, well, it's cool that some of the other modders are helping him out. I've been working on a... Oh, we're doing well there. I've been working on a video for Sveg, the Swedish fantasy track by Leon. He's been gently nagging me for like 3 or 4 months to make a video about it, and I've been, for one reason or another, really bad at actually bothering to do that. So yeah, he was saying how much help he managed to get and how much it really influenced the project.
Final lap. It's the final lap.
You know, a lot of the assets are from other members of the community, and we have huge amounts of help in making it all come together. And I think it's a great big track, actually, not a little track at all. Yeah, gluten free. That list is significant. Whoa. I'm not getting used to how much of these curves I can take. Yeah, gluten free. That I believe there's an item for you on that list. I haven't forgotten, mate. Don't worry. How's next July for you? I'll pencil you in. Yeah, I think Sveg's really good. It's going to sound awful, but I had no interest in it to start with because it's a fantasy track, and my sort of interest in sim racing is really just an extension of my interest in motorsport, so fantasy tracks just don't really do it for me. But I downloaded it when he asked, and you know, it's undeniably really well done, and then you start to realise the care that's gone into taking a real place and making a fake racetrack in it. Yeah, it's really good. I was surprised by how much I enjoyed it. Oh god, we were 3 seconds a lap quicker by the end there. Right, okay, I'll turn up the difficulty a bit. Whoever said earlier in the chat that the inconsistency between qualifying speed and racing speed, yeah, I'm getting that. Just got third in Aussie Stig's race. Oh, well done, man. I haven't done sim racing system for ages. That's something I should do on the stream. Ah, Silverstone. I know where the corners go on that. Famous last words. 26 emails. Can't I just do what I do with my normal email accounts? Select all and delete. Lots of invitational stuff for all the DLC. Okay. I was going to turn up the difficulty, wasn't I? What do we reckon? Yeah, let's not go too mad. Let's do 107. Oh, I'm glad someone's getting some use out of the Stream Deck icons I made. I kind of figured it's a pretty niche group of people. I keep coming out of the career. Yeah, I figured it's a pretty niche group of people that are going to be into that, but I was going to make them for myself anyway, so why not share them? Endurance race at Sveg might be fun. It's funny you should say that, Stephen. That's one of the things I've sort of written in the voiceover for the video is how much I think it's a great endurance venue. Maybe we should do one on the... have I said absolutely tonight? Yeah, gluten-free. If you're going to try and make this into a drinking game, you have to tell people it's a drinking game. That's how it works. And while I've got your attention, Stephen reckons we should do an endurance race at Sveg. What do you think, man? AI are better in downforce cars. Yeah, I seem to remember that, actually. Yeah, I'm on the loose setup. Ah, wet Silverstone. See, there you go. This is where Project Cars 2 is really unrealistic.
The track is wet, so nice and
They've actually bothered to open some of the grandstands at Silverstone. They pretty much only open them for the Formula One. Mind you, could be like Assetto Corsa. Ooh, hello. Could be like Assetto Corsa, and there's a capacity crowd at every event. Yeah, the weather's accurate. In the big Porsche Centre thing, or whatever it is over on the left that they built a couple of years ago is there, which I don't think is in any of the other sims. Don't ever touch a puddle. Yeah, it's not wet enough for that, but the curbs aren't much fun. Hosted league, yeah, that's something we've been talking about, Josh. Ewok, the guy that runs our servers, is pretty keen on running leagues. He does it. But he's primarily a console guy, actually. He's run a lot of club racing on Xbox, also Project Cars 2 and Forza and stuff. So he's dead keen to run a league. Yeah, this is July. Am I going to do any online racing? Probably. Well, I mean, I do online racing, just not so much in Project Cars 2. I thought that was feeling a bit weird. It turns out it was another Ginetta sort of following me around there. See you, Sim Racing World. Thanks for stopping in, man. Takes it. Okay. It does look good, this, doesn't it? Been a bit spoiled by ACC recently, but it's nice to come back to Project Cars and sort of turn in while I'm on the grass, you know, normal best practice stuff there. Remember this one, the amount of rain by the end is ridiculous. Oh, that's good time. I've got to stop trying to take that curve there. To be fair, Grant, I can't really name a sim racing game that isn't 99% GT3 online. Obviously, iRacing does it slightly differently, but you know, you look at Assetto Corsa and the vast majority of servers are just GT3, and the majority of them are at Spa. It's either that or you know, Nordschleife Tourist. So there's not a huge amount of variety until you get into to go and join clubs or leagues and things like that, which is what I've done in the past to get sort of decent racing. Right, what was it? Skips the end. Let's get into the race. Can't be bothered to qualify. To be able to skip to the end without going out into the session. I don't mind ACC's UI, to be honest. I know, yeah, the assigning button things is stupid, and I've told them as much. Everyone's told them as much. But I've told them in person as much. Hopefully that'll just get solved. Don't need I was going to get loads of wheel spin there, but no such luck. You boys are taking it a bit easy there, aren't you? Yeah, as Gluten Free says, if you want to get involved and do some racing with us, join the Discord. There's a link in the video description. I'm really bad at doing that whole like, subscribe thing, so I'm probably not going to remember to say any of that stuff, but while Gluten Free's there to do it for me, I'll take advantage. Yeah, they need a mouse and VR as well. That's like another basic thing. This is a bit wetter than practice. Doesn't look great. Oh hey man, how's it going? I'm supposed to be streaming Dirt Rally, but it's all gone wrong. The force feedback update broke my game, so... Oh, slidey. I'm enjoying this. It's definitely, you're right, it's definitely getting wetter. Yeah, man, the graphics still look top notch. You know what, the only thing I don't like about the Project Cars graphics are the colour of the grass. It's really... Actually, it looks really good in these conditions, but when it's sunny, it's just really like snooker table green. I'm going to get left in a minute. Well behaved AI. What do I think about sim racing system? I used to drive on it a lot. Yeah, I think it's great. I just haven't had a lot of time to really get into other online Assetto Corsa recently. So we've got our own server and prepping for races and doing all the video content and stuff. I just sort of stick to that really now. Set up a wheel cam. Yeah, I could do a wheel cam. Pedal cam, I could do a pedal cam. Still got a PC World voucher from about... Oh, hello, hello. Ah. Oh, I got punted back around the right way. There's a bit of luck for you. See, I said PC World and everything went to shit. There's a lesson in that. What's going on here? Why have you backed off on the straight? Is it not that busy for race room now? That's a shame to hear. But hey CJ, I didn't see you sneak in there, man. I'm thought I'd give Project Cars 2 a try now. I know you're a bit of a fan. No, I don't use the brake kit or the dampers on the V3s. I keep meaning to buy both to give them a try to see what it sort of offers, but I've never really got around to it. I've just sort of, oh, there's a big puddle on the inside there. That's what caused that little moment last lap. It's definitely getting wetter.
Minutes to go.
Puddle lake, yeah. So, be a bit more sensible this time through Cox. Hey man, yeah, I've done a couple of videos on camera and a couple of streams now, but generally I don't think the sort of thing I do, streams aside now I guess, really needs me to be on camera, so I just I like to keep the visuals on the subject matter rather than just my mug, to be honest. Yeah, where did that mug start? Oh yeah, that's pretty savage there.
4 minutes remaining.
How far does the AI go up in Project Cars? I put it up to 107. Ooh, that's bad. I put it up to 107, and yeah, it's not much of a challenge.
Good lap. That's your fastest lap so far today.
I sort of found in race room that sort of it goes up to 115 in race room, but I 107 to 110 is a good sort of place to be able to start at the back and fight your way through in a short race. God, stay off of that curb. Yes, EB, Project Cars 2 was the reason I got a Rift. I used to do a huge amount of VR stuff, but it doesn't really, I've explained sort of a little bit earlier, it doesn't really necessarily, let's avoid that puzzle again, shall we? It doesn't fit what I do on the channel very much, so I very rarely do videos with it anymore. Since I don't do these sort of, man driving car type videos, it doesn't necessarily add anything to have the sort of picture from my Rift in the sort of modern track reviews and things like that. If anything, the sort of slightly lowered picture quality sort of takes away, which is a shame because I don't even have the tracking camera set up for the Rift at the moment, which is a bit of a shame. We'll try and get hold of the next gen of whatever it is that's ends up with foveated rendering and things like that, because I think VR is going to take a big step forward. Yeah, it's not suitable for streaming at all, really. Particularly, you spend 2 or 3 hours in it, it becomes a particularly unpleasant place to be. Man, I've got to remember that puddle's there. Lake Luffield. Yeah, what Jimmy does with the VR makes total sense. I love his Nürburgring hot laps, and that being in VR really adds something to the experience. I sort of feel that with what I do, if anything, it would detract, sadly. Oh, CJ man, that was very kind of you. Totally unnecessary, given that you're an unpaid member of staff over on the Discord. I'll have to send you some nice flowers. Foveated with eye tracking for me. Yeah, that absolutely. That's I think that's what we're all waiting for. Oh, holy moly! That puddle's getting worse there. Fair play to Project Cars for trying to kill me right before the finish line. Who was it that said earlier in this race that said, I remember that one, it keeps getting wetter and wetter, you'll want to avoid the puddles towards the end because it's ridiculous. Yeah, you were right. I mean, I didn't take that advice. I should have done, but you were right. Oh man, that was really good fun. Right, where are we now? I can probably knock up the AI a few more. Oh, Donington. I know Donington. I said that last time, didn't I? But let's... we'll go up to 120, so... How well do I know Donington? Let's go for 120. I don't want to hobble myself. I keep coming out of the career mode. I should look at the buttons I'm pressing before I press them. Right, let's do this. CJ, yeah, well, he was saying endurance race on Sveg or Sveg, Svedge, so I can get my haircut finished. AC on Sveg, Does anyone know how to pronounce that? Because I've got to record a voiceover for a video tomorrow. And I'd really dearly love to say it correctly. Oh, Donington looks good. What's my stance on the recent multiplayer letdown? I think a lot of the reporting on it has been misleading, or at least from my understanding. I'm quite happy to just wait and see what happens. You know, people have got this preconceived idea that they want the... I don't know how fast to take the old hairpin in this car. They've got this preconceived idea that they want the multiplayer setup to be exactly like iRacing, and I'd just sort of err on the side of caution. I know the guys involved in the multiplayer side, and they are pretty smart people. They've got a lot of data, they know how people are using the game, and I have trust that the decisions they're making are for the best of the game, with the best intentions, certainly. So definitely brake a bit later there. Yeah, adding lots of extra ease with accents doesn't help me as much as you might think, man. Sveig, lots of ease. Oh, it's nice and loose through there. Trigger the cut detection once yet today. Yeah, Assetto Corsa is Spa GT3 24/7. Yeah, public lobbies anyway. You need to join some leagues or clubs if you want to sort of good regular racing and anything that's not. Ooh, hello. Copper's catching me out. Yeah, CB, I think the guy sort of in charge of the multiplayer and data stuff is the guy that, I won't use his name on here because he might not appreciate it, but he was involved in Helicorsa and Minerating and stuff like that. And they've got some really good plans sort of behind. They've got good ideas about what they want to do with the multiplayer side of the game, so I'm happy to just sort of chill out and see what happens when it's released. I think we as a sort of collective as sim racers often get a bit tied to our preconceptions about what things should be, rather than necessarily waiting to see what they could be. If you get like, oh, poorly. Yeah, that's not coming back. Oh well. What sort of lap times are they doing? Still the wrong mouse. This whole two computers thing is really... Am I really 5 seconds off the pace, or was that just because I did a particularly bad lap there? Yeah, what other games do I play other than racing games? I used to be really into FPSs sort of when I was young. Battlefield 2 was my was the game I got most into. Well, 1942 and Battlefield 2, I was big fans of that sort of series of games. I don't game outside of sim racing anymore. I've been thinking I should. I think it'd be a good way to just sort of relax a bit, to be honest. Yeah, this is PC, man. I'm not sure. I don't know how much better it does look than the PS4. I thought the PS4 version looked pretty damn good last time I saw it. It might just be because I'm streaming in 1440p, which is always nice. But it can do, I assume it can do 4K on PlayStation, can it? Yeah, I think open world game with sim physics is a lot of people's sort of holy grail. I remember when I did the videos for LA Canyons for Assetto Corsa, lots of people were saying, yeah, this is what we want. We basically just want open world Assetto Corsa or open world project cars. Or, you know, someone wanted open world R-Factor 2, but I think you might be asking for more than more than you really want there. Vanquishing of the Ethan Carter. I don't find, you know what, as much as I like VR, and I really do, I don't find it particularly relaxing. Or going through the old hairpin that quickly. How can I focus and drive? That's a really good question, because I'm doing a really bad job of it at the moment. As you can see. It's nice when life imitates art, isn't it? Try and put a lap together to see where I actually am pace-wise compared to everyone else, and then just jump into the race, I think. Horror game, yeah. Yeah, not for me. I liked Fear when that first came out. Didn't play any of the later games. My wife's really into that sort of thing. But I don't find normal VR games overly relaxing. Really enjoyed sort of Robo Recall and Super Hot VR and games like that, but I wouldn't describe either of them as sort of downtime games. I was thinking, you know, sort of something a bit more on the pace of like Civ 5, you know, get a couple of turns done in the evening. That's that sort of speed, you know. So much faster through there. Have I spent much time in Euro Truck? No, and that's a really good part. I was having this conversation with Paul Jeffrey when we were at Silverstone at the weekend, and yeah, he pretty much convinced me that it would be a good game to stream, not least of all because it happens at a bit of a slower pace. Do not turn in on the grass. Murder mystery. I see, that does sound fun, but I can't see myself really sticking with it, to be honest, dude. Right, let's. How far are we off now? 4 seconds. You know what? Let's just go to the. Let's go to the race and see where we end up. Might have jumped the gun a bit by putting the AI up so high. What VR headset? I'm running the Rift, or at least I was. I haven't got it set up at the moment. Return to pit box. Yeah, reversing. Yeah, that's going to be more stressful than like any racing situation. Is going to be just reversing a tractor unit up to a trailer. It just sounds horrible. What am I doing? Oh, yeah. If anyone knows a quicker way of skipping through the qualifying than going out into a session and then returning to pit box, then I'm all ears. Right, let's see how hopelessly off the pace I am with this then. Hey Joe, yeah, that first Mazda race we did on the server was a bit of an interesting one. We had I got absolutely totaled at the first corner and had to recover through the field. And you know what was really nice about that, especially because it was our first race. We don't want to have to get off the power, sort of going over the brow through Crane. That's pretty scary. Yeah, because it was our first race, it was just really nice to be able to sort of go through the field and have a bit of a drive with a bit of a race against everyone. I thought the racing after turn 1 was really good. Yeah, see, did the AI cheating qualifying or something? Have I gone quiet again? Sorry, man. I'm trying to keep the mic as close as I can. I'll change the settings. I can always turn the game volume down a little bit more. Hey Paul, yeah, I've decided to do the Project Cars 2 career. Not entirely because Dirt Rally got broken for me earlier, but yeah, okay, you know, it was entirely for that. I thought I've been a bit. Oh, hello. That's a bit brave of you up the inside there, son. Yeah, I've been a bit neggy on Project Cars, I think. And I thought, since I haven't really done the career mode since it first came out, I thought I'd give it a shout again and see if I was just being miserable or whether there's at least some truth to what I was talking about. I think all I've learnt so far is the speed of the AI between qualifying and race conditions seems to vary massively. This is ridiculous. Yeah, I've CB. I normally have a hardware compressor in line, but it started to hum, so I've taken it out, which is probably why the audio is a little bit quieter than normal. I tried to bring the level back.
7 minutes remaining.
I didn't realise you could do hardware compressors in OBS. I'm using Streamlabs OBS rather than OBS for the streaming. I can't remember why. I think it was just because the integration of subscriber overlays and stuff. Oh, that was aggressive. Thanks very much for that. Hardware is bestware. Yeah, I'm running this through a Golden Age pre-73 and I had the Comp 54 compressor, but the power supply is getting really noisy on it, so I need to buy another one. But it's a weird sort of 18 volt 2.5 amp job, so I haven't been able to find one. Well, not sensibly priced anyway. Sort of feels like you should be able to get a laptop power supply for it, but I can't find one. AI is really weird here. It's super fast through the first sort of the first section of the lap certainly, and then seems to be really slow through sort of Coppice and McLean's. Wow! 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 Don't break on the grass. Then proceeds to break on the grass again. Oh my! Trying to keep up through the AI through Redgate there was hard work. He was just able to have so much more speed through the second half of the corner. Okay, I know it sounds like excuses, but does the Project Cars 2 AI cheat a little bit? I know they're not simulating physics in quite the same way, say, a set of course or AI does, but...
Careful the guy behind us, try and make it pass. Think about defending.
Oh, hey Mike, how you doing, man? I haven't considered streaming on Twitch yet, just because I've already sort of got an audience on YouTube. It seems a bit... It just seems like it's just, if I'm honest, easier. Rather than trying to get the audience to move over to a different platform. So I know plenty of people that prefer Twitch, and yeah, there's certainly advantages I can see sort of as an outsider. And they're so fast through Redgate on this difficulty setting. Faster than I can be anyway.
3 minutes remaining.
It was a fun race. I spent the first 5 laps carving my way up to pretty much the podium, and then last few slipping back down the order. Mainly because of things like that though. So. Every corner. I'm being mugged left, right and centre. Oh man, Mike, YouTube has censored your comment. Oh, it's all right. I can read it out loud. Mike says Twitch streaming is dominated by busty women these days. Stick with YouTube. I'm not sure why YouTube censored the word busty. That's a bit much. Ah, oh, awful. It was all going so well. We'll try the cross-country route down into the old hairpin this time. You know that point where you've made a couple of mistakes in the race and you just sort of stop caring? I'd like to say that's what's happened here. Right, I think 117 AI might have been just a bit much for me. Yeah, Busty did throw me off.
1 minute remaining.
Got a bit hot under the collar there. That's why YouTube censored it. Oh, stay off the grass, Chris. Alright, how did I not trigger the cut detection there? Why are you watching me? I don't know why you're watching Gluten Free. It's beyond me, mate. Probably because you got finished mowing your lawn and you've got nothing else to do. That's why I'm streaming. Right, target now is to not come last. Which I think means I've got to overtake this guy. I've been a bit hopeful. Oh, hey Joseph. Yeah, quality racing here. You've come in at the right point to watch me get exponentially worse. There's some trying too hard going on. Yeah, I was completely off throttle there, so that's probably why I didn't get the cut. Right, well let's move on from Donington and go to a track I almost certainly don't know, which will inevitably be better. Right, let's turn down the... Oh, it was only 112, I thought it was 117. 107 was a walkover. 112 was nuts, so let's sort of split the difference. Andre, it's all right. So Sveig, it's Sveig, is it? Hey, Brandon. Right, let's see what we've got here. Oh, Brands, another circuit that I've got no excuses for completely cocking it up on. That'll be fun. Yeah, Joseph, I think it's probably your influence that I'm doing this today. Actually, now I think about it, because we had a conversation at Silverstone about doing the Project Cars 2 career mode. So I think you planted the seed there, actually. Yeah, I love driving Donington. The Project Cars 2 version's a bit different. Felt a little bit different there to the iRacing and the AC one, which is pretty close to it. So that was a little off-putting, but I think it was mostly not making excuses for my driving, which was just awful. Oh, is the AI really inconsistent between tracks then? Stefan, that would make sense actually, because you know, three or four clicks shouldn't be the difference between being 2 or 3 seconds a lap quicker to 2 or 3 seconds a lap slower. There's a man waving a flag out the top of that bridge there, which is really strange because I'm pretty sure it's covered in real life. Maybe he's on top of the bridge, which is equally concerning. Now, is this the Indy circuit or the Grand Prix circuit? We'll find out in a sec. Grand Prix circuit, okay. Ooh, slidey curb. I'm really enjoying the career so far, but I am only 5 races in at the moment, or 4 races in. Sort of finding my way with this GT5. I thought you started with the Ginetta Junior car, but I think I've some slightly weird. That is one thing I'm finding with project cars actually, and again, I don't want to seem negative, but just the tracks that aren't laser scanned, and I'm guessing this is one of them, they're just a little bit off. You know, I spend a lot of time on the Assetto Corsa and iRacing version of Brands. This just feels a little bit weird. It just takes a, you know, just a little bit of getting used to where things are. It's not bad actually. I thought Donington was a bit wonkier. Good turning this car, good front end. Yeah, he is, that dude is like in the middle of the roof. I don't really understand what he's done there. He's gone up with a pair of set of tin snips and cut his way through the roof of the bridge, I think. got to stay off that curb there. Best non-laser scan tracks are in R3E. Yeah, I think that's probably fair. Yeah, some are better than others. I think that's probably true through a lot of the games, to be honest. There's some great non-scan tracks in R Factor, but there's also a load of really bad conversions from RF1 and stuff. So I'm probably not the best person to talk about accuracy. You know, I'm really bad. My approach to accuracy is, does it feel like a laser scan version that I know? So, you know, I'm just relying on data from another track that may or may not be right, that I'm just assuming is right, which is probably not the smartest move. It's not bad, this, though. It's just a few little bits. I thought Hawthorns, and then that bit down into sort of Dingledale and Sheen Curve just felt a bit alien to me. It doesn't feel like I'm going uphill quite as much into Druids either. This doesn't like the curves here, is it? Is it laser scanned? Well, maybe I'm just talking bollocks. It's highly possible. Yeah, I did Oulton Park, not quite international, earlier. I'm not sure what the name of the version I drove was, but I'm a big fan of pretty much anything with Oulton Park. Yeah, just the thing about this, if it is laser scanned, then the curves are very different to the curves on the iRacing, Assetto Corsa and ACC versions, which are all subtly different, it has to be said. I'm not saying they're all the same, but this just feels... it just doesn't feel the same as the other three, which all feel pretty close to each other. Now, it could be that Project Cars 2 is right, so... you know, there was many years ago I used to manage a model shop, doing the classic Paddock Hill thing there. Let's not talk about that rejoin, shall we? Right, well, we've had a reasonably representative lap there, so let's find out how the AI is stacking up. Second off. I'll be able to make that work in the race. It'll be fine. Yeah, I used to work in a model shop when I was younger. And one of the guys used to come in and said something really interesting. He said that a lot of model makers make models of other models rather than models of the real thing. And I think you get that a bit in sim racing as well, where people that make tracks and things like that, they base their cars and tracks on other sim racing versions of it rather than the real thing sometimes, so you end up with sort of mistakes or incongruities in one being copied over to the other, which is sort of a bit of a weird thing to happen. I hadn't even thought if these are H pattern. I just assumed they probably are, you know. I hadn't thought about that. Yeah, I'm driving it sequential. They're always much faster in practice qualifying than the race, yeah. Okay, well, I'm going to give it a go, Joseph, then. Go. Let's just skip qualifying, because you don't need that. Do need a better mouse, though. I need one of those tracker ball things so I can use it wearing gloves.
You've made it this far. Stay focused now. You've got this.
Well, my race engineer is much more confident than anyone that had actually seen my rolling forward. Could have used the handbrake there if I thought about it. No, I'm not saying Project Cars 2 copied their track from other things. If that's what I said, I didn't mean to say that. I'm just sort of saying that sometimes modders sort of include things that are included on other mod versions of tracks that aren't necessarily there in real life, or aren't there in the time period that they sort of represent in the version anyway.
We're expecting some light drizzle any minute now.
What are you guys doing? What wheel have I got? I am currently using a open sim wheel, using a Midge 20 Newton meter motor, and I can't for the life of me remember who I got it from. That's bad. Simtech Racing, that's what it was. UK based company, but it's basically exactly the same hardware as you get from Sim Racing Bay or someone like that. So, and the rim itself is a Sim Racing Coach GT1. In fact, I've got all the details about that sort of stuff in the video description actually. I did get moist and get bumped around a lot. That is pretty standard Thursday night, if I'm honest with you. I mean, it does look very much like Brands Hatch. I've got to give them credit for that. Oof. Still not quite sure of the braking point into Paddock Hill there. I'll tell you what, getting dived at the inside. I got a chance to drive this in ACC a few weeks ago when I was in Monza, and yeah, I think that version is going to be the definitive version of Brands. It's just, the road surface is fantastic. It's obviously a laser scan because the previous version was a laser scan, but it just looks so much better than the iRacing version, as you'd expect. You know, it's a much newer sort of visual engine. Rain. This should be interesting. It's a bit more curved than I should probably be taking there.
May need to start defending from the guy behind. Not too far back, he might make a move. 7 minutes to go.
Right, here's the question, boys. If I have to make a pit stop, will it automatically select wets? Or am I going to have to do some voodoo with my mouse, because I haven't set up any of the pit controls.
There's some light drizzle over the pit. Keep your eyes peeled. You make the call. You want wet.
It does feel a bit slidier already. Yeah, we're starting to struggle a bit for front end. He's not. I am though. Right, I can trust the race engineer, can I? Yeah, I should. I think I've got tyre set to auto. I haven't changed it. Well, we'll see. I'm dropping back again. Ooh. Definitely don't want to be taking that much curb in these kind of conditions. Still not feeling too much of a pace drop off, even though we're getting quite a bit of spray through bits of the circuit.
5 minutes to go.
I was not expecting him to be stopped in the apex.
I'm on the pressure. Come on, keep at it. You're going to get past it. That's P9. Good job. Keep digging.
Oh wow, that's yeah, got a river there. To him. See, AI seems to be behaving a bit weirdly in these conditions. I mean, different weirdly, but still weirdly. So yeah, they're just slow. Slow through the fast bits anyway.
That's fifth place. Great driving. Nice little last minute move over there, son.
There you go for Chucks. Yeah, I mean, Project Cars 2 looks fantastic, doesn't it? And if they're not pitting, I'm not going to pit because I'm quicker in these conditions.
3 minutes to go.
3 minutes has only got to be about 2 laps and at this pace. Well, that was a bit too straightforward. So what do we reckon? Do you reckon we can go to the end of in these tyres? Oh. It's a bit boaty. Ginetta does sound like the name of a yacht manufacturer. AI's checked out.
2 minutes to go. Extended your lead to 3 seconds. Good job. Keep pushing.
It's going surprisingly well for slicks. I mean, there's no standing water yet, but sort of imagine it would struggle a bit more than this, really. And it's not exactly completely plain sailing. Go on, last lap, please. Yeah, I haven't tried those force feedback files yet. I meant to give that a look actually. Do I prefer Project Cars 1 or Assetto Corsa 1? I'm a huge Assetto Corsa fan. It's the game that sort of got me back into sim racing, really. I sort of took a few years away from the hobby and just picked up AC when it came out on the PS4 just a casual game. And then I was like, oh man, this is really great. I'm gonna have to buy a wheel. So I bought a wheel, and then I was like, oh man, there's loads of stuff that you can get, loads of great mods for it you can get. Oh, I'm gonna have to get this on the PC, and yeah, it all just went downhill from there really. But yeah, Assetto Corsa is sort of my main sim really. If only because, you know, it's what I end up making a lot of videos for. So, oh, it's getting very, very slidey now. Oh, Ray, yeah, I'd love to. I've never managed to get up to Oulton for the British GT. That'd be that's sort of on the list. It's always sort of the weekend before Brands Hatch for the Blancpain GT, and I'm because I'm in that part of the country, it's just much easier to get to. But how do I think the Project Cars 2 force feedback feels? I think it varies so much car to car. My favourite car in the game completely, and I think it's just one of those cars that just feels amazing no matter what you do with it, is the Aston Martin DBR1, the Le Mans car. It's just an extraordinary car. The force feedback feels amazing. It sounds great. It looks fantastic, and just there's something about the tyre model as well. The classic tyre model just seems to work really well. Oh, some sort of trophy. Champion? I don't think you would be using that word if you'd seen my drive at Donington, Mr. Trophy. Oh, look at that. Does that mean I get to progress? There you go. I got an achievement for that, which should tell you just how far I actually got in my last attempt to get through the Project Cars 2 Championship. 3 wins. Oh, that wasn't too bad. I can deal with that. Ah, right. Decisions. All right, yeah, I skipped the first level of the career path. Right, I understand what I did now. Cayman Cup or GT4? M1 Pro car in this is... Yeah, I love the M1 Pro car. It's one of the first videos I ever did was the M1 Pro car at Monaco. Not Monaco, whatever they call it here. Yeah, the Aston is a 1950s Le Mans car. It's... you know, likes of I can't remember who drove it in real life. That's really bad. I don't think Sterling was one of them. M1 Mugello Pure Joy. I'm in Liverpool, Chris. That was my reason. Like yourself, nice and close. Yeah, yeah. I'll get up to Oulton one day. It's just one of those great racing venues. Really good for spectators. I'm going to go for the GT4s because I like GT4s, and at least I get to choose a car then. GT4 Euro Championships, Red Bull, Silverstone, Hockenheim, Oscar Schlaben, and Zolder, or Circuit of the Americas, Laguna Seca, Watkins Glen, Long Beach, Snetterton. I mean, yeah, the Cayman Cup is essentially a GT4 car, but at least I can choose a car here. I'm gonna go Euro, I think.
Here's where you'll need to make some decisions on which car you'll race in your chosen series.
Alright, Hive Mind, there's a few Project Cars 2 players in here.
Take a look at the performance stuff.
What GT4 do I want? I can stick with Ginetta. Big fan of the G55 in real life. I've got the GT86 GT4. Love it. Crossbow, that always sounds nice in real life. Mustang. Vantage GT. Oh man, I am suffering from too many choices. What do we think? First person that says anything chooses the car. There you go. BMW. I said it was first person. So yeah, let's go with the BMW. We got to go for a sort of M Sport type livery, haven't we? Those are the rules. Yeah, sign a contract, whatever. Carol Shelby did drive the DBR1. Like a whole bunch of people drove the DBR1, and I can't remember any of them. Red Bull Ring National. Right, so I've got to remember to turn right going up the hill. Cayman's really lampy. Right, in the dry, I was a little bit off the pace, wasn't I? So I'm going to go back down to 107 and then regret it immediately. Why do I keep doing that? See, now, yeah, use the crossbow, use the G55. Yeah, I mean, where were you guys earlier when I was actually making the decision? I wanted crossbow is one of my favourite cars in real life. Just the GT4 one in particular. You know, you go and watch like Euro GT4 series at somewhere like Brands or Oulton or Snetterton, where you can get up really close to the cars. GT4 is great because you can hear so many different engine and exhaust sounds anyway. But that that crossbow just sounds like hell on earth. It's amazing. Right. Oh, it's wet already. Good start. Right, what am I in for with this BMW then? My rating suggests that I did one multiplayer race and it didn't end well. I think I did one race at Nürburgring Grand Prix circuit. Oh my god, what is going on here? Private control? Yeah. No feel to the front end of this, but it might be because it's wet. Has this got a manual gearbox? It's a bit funny about the gear changes. It's not. Is it just a slow down shift? Is that what's catching me out here? It doesn't have auto gear, that's for sure. It is slidey, I will give you that. Yeah, it's quite a slow gear change in this. Yeah, I worked out the blipping thing, boats. Took me about a lap. It's not so much, I mean, you do need to blip, but also whatever the automatic clutch is for it is very much slower than I sort of expected. Man, you have to work this car. Is it like this in the dry, or is it just because it's soaking wet? Ooh, big puddle there. This is wet. Take some fuel out of the car as well. You don't need 50 litres for the race. BMW 6-speed 8-shift. What, the GT4? The GT4's manual. beast, this. I was at the breaking point for T1 hit. Avoid the puddle. Yeah, I can't see paddle shifters, so... And he is reaching down, so maybe you're right. Maybe I should use... If I got the... yeah, I do have the H-pattern mat, so... Alright. Let's drive it with the H-pattern then. I'm really surprised that the GT4 car's manual. Gotta love the AI driving like it's the last lap of the Grand Prix. It's just drifting through these corners. Love it. Yeah, you're right. I mean, it's definitely manual. That's okay. Just a bit surprising. Right, try and set a representative lap time. Now. This is great fun. Just stay away from puddles. Should you at least try this? I'm having great fun with it, Charles. I mean, as a game, and I try not to load that word too heavily, but as an actual game, as a thing to drive that's fun and gives a sense of reward for playing it, Project Cars 2 is the best of the lot, really. Right, that was a sort of representative lap time. How many miles off the back of the pack am I? Oh, I'm not last. 2 seconds off of... Yeah, that's fine. That's enough for race pace. We'll be fine. Skip to end. Yeah, I think it's more of a case of... RF2 is getting better gradually from a visual perspective. You know, hopefully if they get the UI sorted and a couple of the other things implemented, it'll be a more enjoyable experience. Yeah, I'm shifting on my right, so yeah, maybe the camera's mirrored. So I can't see because there's a lag on the stream, so. But yeah, I've got the shifter on the right because most racing cars have it on the right, even though I'm in the UK and it's normally on the left here. Return to pit box. Right. Still raining. Cool. Raining harder. Doing the full formation up, okay. More miles per mile than any other sim. Yeah, I think that's absolutely fair. that doing a slow formation, that. We should get closer to the lead. Yeah, I'm trying to. He's going for it. That is not... There we go. This is not how you normally expect a formation lap to be driven. Hey Taryn, yeah, I'd love to test one of your wheels, man. Do quite a lot of that stuff. Is it rims you design or a whole lot? Oh, ran out of track there. Thought I was being dead clever going around the outside. Come on, Mr. Mustang. Yeah, I have no idea what that formation lap was about, but that was maybe greater than racing speed? It's alright, it all worked out in the end, they all stacked up nicely, so like, probably better than ACC managed for a rolling start. Yeah, Taryn, drop me, my email address is in the video description, drop me an email. Yeah, if your GT3 wheel will fit a normal sort of 70 or 58mm steering wheel boss, then yeah, I'm more than happy to test it out and do a video on it. I'm a big fan of sort of GT3 rims. You might have seen I did a video on the Precision Sim Engineering GPX wheel recently. I was a big fan of as well. Yeah, that caught me by surprise, the formation lap, to be honest. I mean, I must have only done short formation laps in Project Cars 2 before. Maybe I've just forgotten. This is the problem. I skip around between so many sims that I just sort of forget how some work and don't.
That's the best second time of anyone so far. Great job. Keep it up.
Oh, it's getting bigger there. It's good fun, this career mode. Ooh. I cannot maintain the same pace as the AI through that corner. Thanks, Taryn. Yeah, drop me an email and we'll talk.
Nice one.
I'm getting really into this now. Oh, puddle, puddle, puddle. You know what? I'm not enjoying the force feedback quite as much as in other sims, but generally when it started to go round, I've been able to catch it. It's obviously giving some feedback, good enough feedback, even if it's not quite what I personally prefer. Yeah, I'd like them to improve the career mode and race room. And to be honest, every sim should have a career mode like this. is proving to be a lot of fun. Well, that might just be because it just makes all of the races wet, apparently, which is oh my, causing me. Oh man, I've got to stay away from that puddle. It's definitely getting wetter now. Let's put a bit more. Yeah, CB, you're spot on there. It's the front end feel that's definitely lacking. I'm struggling to sort of. Obviously visually I know what's going on in the front end into corners, but it's there's very little feel through the force feedback. I don't know if there's a, maybe I can go and have a look at my settings. Maybe there's quite often an understeer effect setting in the sims. Maybe I could turn that up a little bit to get a bit more out of it. Oh. Going slower through there every lap, but it's raining more every lap. Zach, you don't really love me. It's just infatuation, mate. I want to go and get that crossbow. It's the sort of thing that if you say on the internet, it gets you added to a watch list, I think. I think crossbows are legal to own in the UK. No expert in the matter. I wish this car would stay going in a straight line. That would be out wide. There we go. A Mustang looks good. I have a feeling I want to move the brake bias forward a little bit actually. If I get that mapped. Yeah, I'm interested in trying out the Jack Spade force feedback files. I'm just running my own cobbled together thing. Really should have put a bit more effort into this. This was sort of a bit of a last minute decision to do project cars. I blame Joseph Wright actually. Now I remember it's his fault. It's much more convenient to blame him. Stay off that curb, man. My mate had a crossbow and the police took it away after you got in a fight at a pub. Did he get in a fight at a pub with a crossbow? Because that's very much what it sounds like.
3 minutes remaining.
Oh man, it's slidey curb. Yeah, I don't think this. I mean, I don't know what it's like in the dry. I don't think the BMW handles badly per se. I mean, it's constantly having to manage the rear end. But it's more that I'm not focusing enough to stay off of like the puddle build up there, and on the inside here and through, you know, the curbs in particular are really lethal at the moment, and I'm not really driving smart enough to remember to stay off of them.
2 minutes remaining.
How do I like Project Cars 2 compared to AC or Racer and the other sims? You know what, it's probably the one I've played the least out of the three of them, so that should tell you sort of how much I like it compared to the others. But a lot of that was to do with it was really buggy when it first came out, and I had no end of troubles, you know, not just little things, but just even being able to get it to be able to run at all. It was just a real problem. So I think it took until, I think the 1.3 update maybe, I can't remember when that came out, before the Spirit of Le Mans DLC anyway. Before I really was able to get into it, which is a shame, because I think that sucked a lot of the joy out of it, because I'm really enjoying this. I mean, you know, part of my reason that I've sort of stuck with it is because, you know, we're on the stream here and I kind of have a reason to keep going with it, rather than, you know, just be like, oh, you know, go down the pub or whatever. Go find my mate with a crossbow and see what happens. And they break it early there. It's not fun being up on the inside curb trying to avoid a Mustang there. But yeah, no, this is as much fun as I've had sim racing in a long time. I mean, you could argue it's not the purest experience, but I think that'd be a really boring argument to make when we've all heard it before, so I'm not going to. Right, I think that's it. This is it. We've got one now. Yeah, the Le Mans DLC was sort of my real turning point with Project Cars. Actually, I was pretty lukewarm to it before that, but the cars aren't necessarily as lethal as I'd like them to be. You know, for turn of the late 60s, early 70s sports cars, you know, they're a little bit tame, I think, on the throttle compared to what I would perceive them to be, certainly compared to other sims that represent them. But you cannot beat the experience of driving a Ferrari 512 or Porsche 917 around that version of Le Mans. Right, where are we next? What's the deal? What day of the week is it? Where am I? Silverstone. Alright, let's do Silverstone. That's easy enough. The brakes do keep you awake. That's what I like about driving 60s, in particular 1960s sports cars, is that you have to brake about 400 meters before you think you do, and they all understeer horribly and then oversteer horribly because they've all got welded diffs. So yeah, there's a lot of work in those cars, which I really like. I wouldn't necessarily say I'm super fast in them, but yeah, it was like driving that BMW there. It's a car that keeps you engaged with driving is much more my sort of thing. Right, I'm just going to do a quick practice lap. This is, because it's Silverstone, it should be straightforward. Just do a lap or two in the dry of this, then just jump straight into the race and see what happens. Oh, I've got to remember this is H pattern.
Still low time on this outlap. We need to go
Ooh. Wow, I wasn't expecting to lose the rear end going in a straight line. Okay. Dull tyres though. Oh, hello. Okay. Cold tyres in the dry has even less grip than in the wet. Maybe managed to get the rears heated up yet. Losing it on the main straight, that is oh my god, what is this car? Is that just because the tyres are cold, or is it just undrivable on this setup? Oh, why is everyone talking about the 355 challenge? I'll drive it before I try the stable setup. Well, normally I think the stable set... Yeah, it's weird, this. Push the... brake bias is set up the wrong way. I'll push it forward a bit, because anytime I'm cornering on the brakes, it's... turning around on me. Oh man, what is the deal with the understeer? Yeah, I'm on the loose setup. Maybe it's just that. It's just bizarre. It just understeers all the way to the apex, and then someone flips a switch and it's just the back end stops gripping. That's just got to be a bad setup. The car can't be. Yeah, all right. Let's try the other setup. Yeah, the tyres were a little cold. That's for sure. Load setup, that's what I'm doing. Let's take out. I don't know how many laps we're sort of doing at the moment, so let's just keep it safe. See if that's a bit better. Mustang's a much better GT4 car. Well, now you tell me. Yeah, you'd have thought two and a bit laps or whatever I'd done would have been enough. Well, this feels a bit better already, to be honest. Even on cold tyres, so maybe it's just a... Maybe the loose setup is... Oh, I think that was just me being pushed around by the AI there rather than... Inauspicious start. Man, that was my own fault. That was caught the grass there. Do I have damage to do? We'll find out. Car doesn't feel broken. still have a bit of high-speed understeer through there, which is strange, but... Oh, you know, it's the same issue. It's understeering on the way in, and then weirdly oversteering. Bizarre. I preferred it in the wet, to be honest. I'd really like to not have to develop a setup for this. Oh man. Yeah, it's not when I'm coming off the power actually, CB. I thought diff to start with. Just got this weird so it's got this weird mid corner behaviour. It just sort of wants to let go. Just cold tyres, okay. Yeah, I mean, there's a bunch of setup things I could change. I just, you know, the fun of doing this was supposed to be just keeping it simple. This feels a lot like driving something like a Porsche 935 or something, you know. Something with a really, like a welded diff actually, because it's, yeah, you might be right, actually loosening the diff probably is a... Probably is a sensible move actually, because it is behaving just like a sort of early 70s Porsche. How do I bring up the live telemetry then? I don't know what any of my button maps are, so I assume it's just still the default, but... It's like a 2.8 Capri on a wet day at Donington. Oh, Dagenham roundabout, so yeah. I went through a really long phase of really wanting a Capri, but the prices have started to get a bit nuts, I think, now. Dad had a dark metallic grey one in the early 80s, and that's sort of my sort of first memory of cars was that one. It does seem to be getting better as the tyres come in. I mean, it's still got the same handling characteristics, they're just less severe. Okay, yeah, I'm beginning to subscribe to the whole, it takes 5 laps for the tyres to come in theory. Yeah, 400 quid for a 2.8 Capri, yeah, not so much these days. Del Boy had a lime green one, didn't Let's see how far off the mark we are. Uh, 3.3. I'm on the hard slicks. Is there a different tyre? Is that something? No tyre blankets, yeah. Yeah, definitely no tyre blankets. Let me just double check what the... Yeah, it put hard slicks on. Let's try softs. I want to keep it automatic by weather, really, but... Do I want to change the diff? Where is the diff? No, let's leave that alone for now. Let's just change the tyres. Yeah, I don't know why it went to hards automatically. That'll make a huge difference. So I'm just going to jump into the race with softs. If they can't do 10 minutes or however long the race is. Heavy cloud forecast, that'd be fine. A friend with an R32 that handles like that. He looks pale. Yeah, I imagine so. Alright, let's give this a go. See what happens. Heavy cloud, well, as long as it doesn't rain. Ah, rolling start. And pre-warm tyres. Makes me happy. Yeah, auto tyre slate's based on track temp. True, but it just I couldn't get any heat into those tyres. It took sort of 5 laps and it starts to come in. Yeah, this feels a million times better already. Yeah, I could have softened the rear anti-roll bar. That would have certainly made it a bit better on the power, but I'm always a bit wary of just making quick snap changes. I prefer to spend a bit of time. Oh, wow, they're going for it. Let's let you all fight out through cops. Or not. What are you guys up to? Lighting in this was directed by Michael Bay. Oh, this is so much better than the softs. What are you guys doing? I mean, yeah, I should probably take a large amount of responsibility for that accident, but I was just not expecting them to be stationary there. The same speed they can into cops. This is all much better now. Just need to make sure I pay attention to which tyre automatically selects in future. Still a slidey boy. I think for it to be a full Kvyat send, you have to hit the same guy twice rather than hitting two guys with one lunge. I'm on a whole other level. It's more of a Grosjean sort of thing, I think.
Fastest first section you've done so far. Great job.
Right, now I'm not crashing it every other corner. I need to find some pace. May have spoken too soon there. What do I think of the ACC scandal? I think a lot of it's been a bit blown out of proportion. I think some of the reporting on it hasn't necessarily been entirely accurate, but I think the main issue is I sort of said this earlier in the stream, so apologies for anyone that heard it earlier, but you know, the guys that are building, you know, I spent quite a lot of time chatting to the guys behind the multiplayer side of ACC when I was in Monza, and they've got, you know, they're smart guys and they've got big plans for what they're doing. It not having an iRacing style scheduled organised events thing, well, from my preconception point of view, that seems bad. But at the same time, you know, I don't have the data. I don't know how people are going to be playing this game. What works for iRacing and their multiple classes and multiple disciplines setup may not work for ACC. So I trust the guys at Kunos to build something that's going to work, and if God forbid it doesn't work, I trust them to admit they've made a mistake and fix it. Just because of the sort of guys they are, you know, they're real sim racers. They're not in the slightest bit corporate. You know, any decisions they're making are because they think it's the best thing to do with their racing sim. You know, they're not always right, but you know, who is? So yeah, I think basically I'm willing to give them the benefit of the doubt and see what they produce. I mean, what is it? 2 weeks now until the final version? Version 1 comes out, and we'll be able to see for ourselves how it works. Hilariously dropping back from the pack now. Still absolutely blown away by how great this game is. I don't know if this has got accelerated. I mean, it must have accelerated time on, because that can't be normal clock progression. But by God, does it look good? So here's a question: how did SMS manage to get real-world sponsors in Project Cars 2 when Kunos and other similar racing companies just fill them up with fake ones? I'm probably asking the wrong people here, but I keep meaning to download the real-world sponsor add-on for Assetto Corsa, just never got around to doing it. It makes the tracks look 100% better.
5 minutes remaining.
Yeah, I think it's a shame that they're not going to provide any modding tools for ACC. I understand their reasoning for it, but as you say, because it's in Unreal and there's such a big wealth of community knowledge around that system, it feels like we're missing out on something that could have been quite impressive. But I wonder if it'll end up being a bit like some other games that aren't moddable, where in the sense that they are actually moddable, it's just really difficult and you never get a good community built around it, and so you only really end up with a couple of mods. I know there are a couple of people working on sort of utility type mods for ACC. So it's not that it's completely not moddable, but I guess that it's just the game assets that may be harder to do. But that's, as usual, purely speculation on my part. I feel like I have to say that, otherwise people start taking me seriously. £1 license stipulation. Yeah, you may be right there, man. Yeah, I'm not sure if it's a case of necessarily finding a back door.
3 minutes remaining.
Well, it sort of was with. Yeah, okay, maybe it is. I don't know how protected the file formats are. I assume they are. How long is this race? I sort of feel like I've reached my limit of slidey BMW at Silverstone National. The most diplomatic sim racer. Yeah, I try to speak my mind, but at the same time, you know, we're all in it together. I think. You know, I don't want to burn bridges with people in the community just because I haven't, just because I've said something stupid that I don't really mean. You know, especially as, you know, I do have some, you know, working commitments going on to the end of the year with the SRO esport competition and stuff, so, you know, I have to be well behaved, but, you know, I have no, you know, Kunos haven't said to me I have to be nice to them, or, you know, say nice things about their games. If they, you know, if they do something stupid, I'm going to call them on it. But, oh, hey Billy, man, how you doing? You've just dropped in time to watch me drive a BMW really slowly off the back of the pack. It's the race I was born to drive. Nothing wrong with careful consideration. Yeah, I mean that's sort of how I see it, man. I still get myself in trouble from time to time. Where I do have to be careful is, you know, I get lots of people presenting information to me as though it's fact, and I have to be really careful because I don't want to be, you know, I'm not interested in being the guy that just propagates rumour. So, you know, people were asking me earlier about, you know, what I thought about GTR3 if that was ever going to happen, and the whole shtick. But it's like, you know, I've spoken to people close to that project that assure me it's going to happen, but you know, I've got no firm details. So, you know, one, anything I told you would just be further rumour, and two, you wouldn't come away learning anything from it anyway. It's not normally what I say that irritates people, Billy. It's the gloves. People get really upset about me wearing gloves while racing for some really irrational reason. Seems to get stick in people's craw, that one. Like they don't dress up in a wizard's hat when they're playing D&D in Mum's basement. GT Life 3, yeah. Love it. Alright, the race did eventually end. That's good. Oh man, where are we at? What's the next thing? I feel like I've been doing this for hours now. Probably because I have. Keeps the Alcantara fresh. Well, yeah, I mean that's my main reason, although I've had them for about 6 months, 8 months now, and I don't think I could. It feels really weird driving without them. Complete 50 laps in career mode. Exciting times. What's up next? Hockenheim. And it's, you know what, guys? It's 11 o'clock. So I'm going to wrap this up because my wife's almost certainly already asleep next door and is going to get progressively more angry with me if I keep her awake. So yeah, let's end that there. Thanks for watching, guys. Thanks to everyone that hung out in chat. It's been great chatting with you guys. I've got a video coming out tomorrow on it's going to be finally the review I've been working on for months for the Sveg mod for Assetto Corsa. I'll try and add some more E's. Whoever was trying to teach me to pronounce it, Sveg. There's probably enough E's. Yes, that should be live tomorrow at 7 o'clock GMT. GMT? Yeah, whatever. I don't even know what time zone I'm in. British summertime at the moment. So, yeah. All right, guys. Thanks for watching, and I will catch you next time.